So let's quickly go and cover the big story. Well, at least the big story of the summer. The biggest story of the summer is Isak, and a lot of people still on the fence of whether this is going to happen or not. I think the tide is turning from everybody in Newcastle reporters now that they're getting old Nick in, and he should be announced today, I think, at some point, maybe, or tomorrow. As soon as he's announced, though, I do think Liverpool will put a bid in for Isak, and it's expected to happen this weekend, according to everything that I have heard. And I also expect Guehi. Well, we can get to Guehi in a bit, but yeah. What about Isak? What do you think? I'm still super confident.
Shall we talk about sort of the angle that the media have covered it from the Newcastle side? It's been quite petty and embarrassing, I think.
Depends on who you're talking about. Which reporter though? Luke or
do we need to go into names? I don't think we should call out people.
Why not?
Let's be a bit amicable. When I've called out people in the chat already, man, I'm going to get slapped if I call.
I've slapped you during the call, but you've been out today as well. You've been slapped by everyone. The listeners, we viewers, me, reporters, isn't it, Shente?
Chitter. But listen, I've got a lot of time for Lee Ryder and Craig Hope.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I call him No Hope because he keeps on dashing everyone's hopes, right? So. Yeah. Craig Hope has come out of the window with.
Can I say something though?
A real following,
and this goes for all YouTubers, podcasters, journalists, whatever. We know that since this type of content has been monetized and is monetized, people will make hate while they can. So. Even these said journalists have all made YouTube accounts. And if you go over to their YouTube channels, the growth has been sensational with daily updates, hourly updates, exclusive, come to my channel, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. So it's normal to sensationalize stories. I'm not blaming them. I'm in the same effing game. Although I don't really do anything on my channel. I could do the same. I could say, I'll be breaking a story on my channel, and it catches people. We've seen by my mocker tweet today, there's transfer crackheads out there. So look, I absolutely understand the monetization side of things, and people have taken it a bit weirdly and taken it too far. And look, obviously, I'm talking about the fella that I actually tweeted this morning, who's done a bit of a U-turn. Everyone knows who I'm talking about, the journalist, the Newcastle journalist.
Yeah. Luke Skywalker.
Luke, yeah, he's made a bit of a twat for himself, guys. I mean, I don't know what you guys think in the chat. I don't know what you think, Gags. He said, absolutely.
You want to make names, like you want to say now you're just calling them.
Well, you said go for it. I got your permission. You've unleashed me. Now don't blame me. You've unleashed me, and now you're saying,
"Oh, go for it, bro."
You said go kill him, and then you say, "Wait, come back, doggy." It's too late. I'm on him. Yeah, he's made a bit.
You know what? He has been embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
That has been a real embarrassing part. And the fact is, it doesn't matter who you support, Liverpool or Newcastle. Even Newcastle supporters are embarrassed by him. That's a joke. When your own fan base, or at least not his fan base, but the team that you're covering's fan base, thinks you're a bit of an idiot, then you've got no hope, and that's nothing to do with Craig Hope, by the way. He's got, and then you've got Craig Hope, who is reporting things in such a friendly manner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying not to be offensive to anyone, trying to give the stories as he's being told them. It came across he comes across really well, and I think he's a natural in front of the camera as well. Like watching some of his bits. So, and I think they're quite engaging, the way he's walking around doing them and stuff. It's quite cool. So I think he's done well for himself out of it. Yeah. But I can tell you for nothing, the way their media overall has covered it, it's been like...
Look, I'll tell you what it is, and we discussed it. Do you remember we spoke about it last couple of weeks ago, or last week even maybe, and I said, you can tell they haven't been here before. Do you know what I mean by that? At least act like you're in the big boys league now, right? It happens. You've got a player that was
you know what the biggest embarrassing thing about it was, Grace, right? This happened twice. Not this Monday. Yeah, this Monday as well. 2 Mondays in a row. Last Monday, they released, this is like all of them, Craig Hope, Lee Ryder, and Lukey Boy, right? All of them. So just to say the Newcastle, and even I think Ben Jacobs, everybody was saying it. So whoever was getting the news from either Saudi or from Newcastle was saying Isak's about to reintegrate, or there's talks of him reintegrating. What did he do? Isak on the Tuesday blew them out of the water. Blew them out of the water by putting an Instagram post up. It was embarrassing, right? The player had to do that to say, stop talking shit, guys. Stop reporting everything you're told by the club. It's absolute nonsense. Then this week, they did it again. He's met the Saudis Monday. He's already met them. He met them today, and it's all really good. It's really positive.
But to be fair, it's only been that Luke. No, it's only been that Luke who's been saying that. The others have just said it's their hope. Yeah,
that's their hope that he's reintegrating.
Yes.
Then what happened on Tuesday? Straight away, the first thing out, he's not staying. He's not wanting to. It's not gone well.
Gags, look at the difference in reporting, though. The likes of Craig said that's the hope. That's the hope they're saying. Whereas Luke fella has said, that's it. I've been told that it strengthened his resolve and the Saudis' resolve that he's not going at any cost now. Do you see the difference?
This is the problem. That club, right? They don't have a recruitment team and they don't have a press team either, for my liking.
Yeah, but we don't have
I'm just saying. They have this is being handled in the worst possible way in every form from that club. And they're trying to blame Liverpool, right?
Absolutely.
They're trying to blame, listen, they've done the same to Wissa. I'm sure Newcastle have done this to other players in the past as well, where they've tapped, they're not saying tapped them up, but people have said, oh, you're going to join us, and they're I want to join. Hold on. Gordon did this with Everton for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand what's going on here. Why Liverpool have been made out to be such flipping villains. And then on Monday, the players get to go through the grief. Not the club's the one who's trying to buy Isak. It's the players haven't done anything. The players had to put up with all the shit with the other players. It becomes a siege mentality on the pitch. The fans, the manager, the players. Have you seen the Ekatike video when they're trying to bully him? And he's just laughing at him.
Ridiculous.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, but it seems the
what is going on? What? It's such a joke.
The levels of toxicity, the levels of toxicity and emotional levels that were raised by the media and fans alike resulted in 2 players going off injured, basically, and 1 player getting sent off, and then losing the game as a result of it.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot, and it didn't need to be this way. It really didn't, and they could have handled it much better. Overall, they got embarrassed on the night again. They played well. They deserve some credit for what they did, but they lost 2 players to injury, so they got 0 points. They lost 1 player to red card and missing 3 games, and they lost 2 players to injury.
This was a weird one. I think they're trying to create a rivalry, and there's no effing rivalry. Like, bless you, right? I bigged them up. I said there's no. Even before the Champions League, I said, look, no team is going to want to go there in the Champions League draw, right? It's a fantastic atmosphere. They have the most passionate supporters, One Club City and all that. I love it. It's there's no tougher place to go to. Proper real support, right? Whatever that means, whatever I mean by that, you know what I mean by that, right?
Oh, they're passionate. They can't doubt.
Brilliant, yeah. But the way they run from top to bottom, right? And it's amateurish how they've handled this whole scenario and scene. And
I think Eddie's come out with some. Eddie's not been bad, actually. Eddie Howe has, when he's in the press, he's tried to be as honest as possible. Not once has he tried to put anything over the fans' eyes. He's always saying, I've had a chat to him that's going to stay between me and him. Integrating. If you watch every Eddie video or interview, it looks like Isak's leaving. To me, it was
but look, this is what I was going to come to. I think the media, the journalists, the recruitment team, the whole hierarchy, everything else has been pretty amateurish from Newcastle, except Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
I think Eddie Howe has been a breath of fresh air, and I think he's handled it respectfully,
Yeah.
maturely, in a very difficult situation for him. Let's not look. Come on, it must be such a difficult situation for Eddie Howe, but he's handled it with absolute class. So hats off to him. But my God, the rest of you, oh God! I mean, I tweeted Luke. One of those. It's over. Remember when thing done it right? It's like I said, a few days left, it's over, and you're going to become irrelevant again. And he will. Who had heard of this fella before? And he's tried to make the most of it. He's tried to make a name out of it. And fair play to him, as I said, everyone's going to try and make their names out.
Last thing on Eddie, the way Slot speaks about him is what tells you how they get on. Like, Slot mentions him in a really nice way, talks about him in a really casual way. It looks like they actually get on really well and good. I wouldn't say mates, but they seem very amicable towards each other. And I actually think that's because of Hughes, because Slot is obviously good mates with Hughes now, and Eddie is so good with Hughes. It's going to be this thing that they're talking to each other. It's all, do you get what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing that once you know each other's best friends, then you kind of get to know each other and you trust each other. So, like I said, Eddie's come across really well, but I just think the whole thing, and whether it's the Saudi owners that are doing it, I know for the fact that club has been 50-50 on, let him go now, no, keep him till the end, no, let him go now, no, keep it. But if they'd just done it before, they would have the cash to do whatever the hell they wanted. It's a bit of a joke. The one striker, two striker nonsense. Now it's yesterday, Craig, what's his name? Hope is saying, one striker might do it now. It's like, that's been the case the whole time.
Well, we knew that. It is what it is, man. I know that basically it was just a matter of time. We knew this was optics. We've been saying it again and again and again. I don't think he showed class. No.
He was an ass. Because you know what? He was pushing away Alisson when he was trying to hug him. Szoboszlai was going over him to calm him down, told him to F off.
No.
Van Dijk came over to him to try and calm him down. He told him, I'll see you at the back. I'm sorry, but Dan Burn came across as a really sore loser at the end of that game. And after the class that our players showed them post the Carabao Cup final, after the class that we fans were celebrating for them, that they'd won after such a long time, after that, you know what? That team went down in my estimation on that night. Big time went down in my estimation. And I respected him a lot post Carabao. But yeah, you guys, man, you try to make this thing into a Liverpool-Newcastle thing. Yeah, some fans have trolled you online, some idiot Liverpool fans, and I'm not going to say there aren't any idiot ones, there are. But the majority is just, we're hoping we get a good player because the player wants to bloody leave you. This happens in football. Get over it, man. It's not that deep, bro.
100%. It's not. It's really not that deep. And get over it, honestly. I want Isak to join, right? And then I don't want anything to do with them until they sort themselves out. I don't want to have another, I don't want to involve with their journalists and their fans. Like, some of their fans, where's this entitlement come from?
Yeah.
Like, you've won a Carabao Cup and you're going on like you're a super major power as well now. But you've shown yourselves up.
It's because they're rich. It's because
they're not rich. The owners are rich. The club's not.
Oh, yeah. They think that they're rich, or they deserve to be able to spend that money. No one's given a right to spend the money. You got to spend the money if you're lucky enough to get there. Man City and Chelsea came into football at the right time because they could then spend. Do we like it? No, we don't. That's exactly why the Premier League and Europe and whoever's put this in is put it in place, because they didn't want a third club or maybe a fourth or a fifth after what's happened with PSG and others to come in and do this. Cheers, man. I love my mukbangs, and they drink these in the mukbang, so I just like to. I'm trying to
that mug. That's a bigger mug than you.
You cheeky bastard. You know what it says? You're 45. Could you be any older? That's from my daughters. When I was 45. How nice. Because I used to love Friends and Chandler, and he passed away that year. And they put, could you be any older? Because they know I like him. So, yeah. There's the story behind everything, guys.
Hassan, there you go. That's the story behind the mug.
What did you feel? You got to drink from it and put it on.
Yeah, look, as I said, in conclusion, and in summary, Alexander the Great Isak will be a Liverpool player in a match within 48 hours, I believe, 72 hours. Let's just make it out. 15 years ago.
Fucking massive.
And that's the end of that. I think we need to move on from them, and it'll be a great, great occasion, a great signing.
Beautiful. If they can get it done in time for 4:30, for 4:20 or 4 p.m. on Sunday, that crowd, that stadium will erupt.
Will rock. It will be rocking, and we know we are the masters of PR. I don't think it will go down to the last day.
No, I don't know. I'm hoping Sunday. Maybe post game it'll happen. I don't know, but it's Sunday's day.
I don't think we want to go into the last day in case we want to make a last minute opportunistic signing on the last day. We don't want any major deals to be lingering on the last day. I think and I believe. So let's see what happens in the next 48 hours, I guess. And then the other one to speak on. Mate. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But as I said, I pretty much know that we spoke to his agent, and his agent said, put the money on the table and we're up for it. Villa are definitely up for selling. But that was 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. They won't sell now with literally 3 days.
Yeah, I heard we asked for him in Jan as well, and they said, off you go. No thanks. Did you want any more on Isak, or should we go to
No, we've rinsed it. We don't want to be like doing what everyone else is doing and rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Alexander the Great Isak, we've stuck to our laurels, people. We told you 5, 6 weeks ago that we are confident Alexander Isak will be a Liverpool player by the end of the window. We are still confident. In fact, we are more confident than ever. So that's it. No more questions, no more queries. Will Isak sign? We've told you nothing's changed from our side. Nothing's changed from my side. Right.
This one then. Their manager annoys the hell out of me, man.
Did he? Why?
He's an annoying little shit, isn't he, really?
Go on.
What's
the matter with you, man?
No, he's a good manager, don't get me wrong. He just annoys the shit out of me with his, he can't leave. We can't do this. He can't do that. Well, listen, mate. You can't decide if a £37 million asset stays for free and goes for free afterwards. You can't decide that. Yeah, your team will be losing a player. You can't decide that. The owner of the club, the chairman of the club, decides whether they cash in on an asset or not. So, mate, just shut your mouth and do your job and know your fucking role. You know? It's the wrong way around. Know your role and shut your mouth. There you go. The Rock. But anyway, so he pretty annoys.
I get it. Fair enough. I mean, that's a bit of a wow. Okay. I think he's just protecting his own interests, man. Like, he's right in a way.
No. Right? I do think this is right. You know, he sent a message to the Palace board, and the board was sent. And guess what? They've agreed a deal for a defender already, for something like 20-something million, 23 million pounds. Yeah, it's agreed. Was it Canberra, something like that? I think something like that. Some French. Is it a French team? I think so. But then also, on top of that, they're trying to get Kanji as well. So, I think Guehi's going to happen. I just really don't want them to play him on Sunday night. They've got a Sunday night game, 7 p.m. Flipping stupid time on the transfer weekend. Like, on 24 hours before the window closes. Because you know what Glasnow's going to demand? He needs to play. It's so stupid. Well,
this is it. I mean, the Guehi one's a bit of a...
I don't want it to go to deadline day either, like Ali's saying.
Right?
He thinks it will be done on deadline day. I don't want it to go to deadline day, and I want it on Sunday as well. I want both done before. I want to relax.
It doesn't make sense to get one more game, does it?
No, it's terrible.
The difference between Guehi and Isak is Guehi's very comfortable where he is because he has decided he's going to join Liverpool, whether it's now, whether it's January, or whether it's the summer for free. Yeah. He don't mind. He doesn't want to upset the apple cart. He doesn't want to go on strike. He's been totally amicable and reasonable and respectful with his club and coach and fellow players. That's the kind of guy I want, to be honest with you, Gags. It's made me fall in love with him already, if you know what I mean. Like, I think this guy has the right attitude, definitely the right temperament. I like him. I think this has a potential of being one of our, our old school 30 to 40 million signings where we look back and say, wow.
This will be this. Honestly, he's. We talked about. Remember the difference maker. If
Mhm.
Isak is the game changer, and this is
Yeah.
the difference. This guy gives us so much depth in defense. On the left hand side, he can play left of a three. He can play left sided. I think he can play right side as well. But he can play left back as well if Kick is having a bad game. And then
I think, and we're not going to go into tactics today. I think potentially there's a formation change there, man, with the personnel and type of play we have in the attacking fullbacks. Like, we have wing backs now, okay?
Yeah.
We have wing backs now, and we have an authentic number 10. So there's a 3-5-2 looking at me, or 3-4-1-2, I should say, a 3-4-1-2 with Isak and Ekitike up front.
Or Mo plus Isak.
I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying, different options, yeah. I'm just saying.
Then the winger can be Frimpong, right? Instead,
I'm just saying, yeah. I don't, it's just options, isn't it? But what I'm saying is the options make sense now. Whereas whenever we look to play 3-5-2, we always say, but he doesn't fit there or he doesn't fit there. Well, now the case is very strong for players to be able to fit in any said formation. And I think this is what Slot wants. Slot has alluded to wanting multifunctional player or players. It's the Dutch way, total football. Yeah. They want players that can play in any one of the roles, in any formation. And he likes to chop and change. We know that as well. Just putting it out there.
It would be really interesting if he did go for a change. I can't see it, but it would be really... I mean, what it does is it gives him the options to go that way, and it gives him the flexibility. I think for sure, Guehi is a massive player for us. Like you've said, and like a lot of the chat saying, I really do think he's that difference maker for us. He comes in, shores things up. I think people are very worried about his aerial duel stuff. Fine, understood. But the stuff he brings on the ball is the what makes the difference. He can ball carry and he can play the passes from deep. Sometimes where we struggle from midfield, and that's going to be the key. Is what he does on the ball. He's fantastic on the ball. He's a major talent. So, yeah, I think it should be. I think getting them both in would really add some depth to the squad. Yes, we're going to be around 3,000 minutes short up front, without a Diaz replacement. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fill that with Chiesa plus some others. I don't know how. Maybe Elliott helps out, but it's not ideal. But until Jan, we're going to have to go with it. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited.